folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return, here's Agnew. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A first down carry for Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
52 yards rushing for them on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Action fake. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup, leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but he knew where that marker was, and he stopped him just short.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 156 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To gain the first here. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, Kamara. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw.
He's got Bellinger. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Gabriel Davis.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants continue to pull away here this first half.
And now it's blocked. The Saints have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No, no doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him go up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over them as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to throw the football.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Bellinger, 30 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Saints 14. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Come on.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
There's Chris Olave.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They'll try and throw for it here.
His pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown!
Velus Jones,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there was no chance that he could actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Wow, 204 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
running left, it's Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 39 yards. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Kamara trying the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Let's go on the extra point. And it trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, New York.
A handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Giants 61, Saints 28. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. That return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the ball that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
That's with the extra point. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Oh boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Saquon Barkley running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here's a give to Barkley. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Murray on the sneak. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Giants 68, Saints 35.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. In motion right is Jones. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They